Good. Now I can still see all of you, which is perfect. It's just what I want. All right. Hello, hello, everybody. How are we all? We said we're all feeling pretty good, which is excellent. Hopefully we'll get you feeling even better and better. That's always the goal. Visibility is okay today. I could probably move just a wee bit back. All right. Wonderful.
There's no toes on the screen. Your toes.
No toes.
You've got a lot of ceiling above you, a lot of height above you, but
then I will.
There you go. That should
down.
have it about there. Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll start the timer so we can see all the fun things we're doing today. All right, team, make sure you have a clear space around you. Nothing to step on or trip over. It's important to have a sturdy chair, nothing with wheels. It's helpful to have either sturdy footwear or bare feet, okay, to help prevent slipping. You will need a stretchy band of some sort today if you've got one available. And we will also use a weight. And again, you can use anything as a weight. Water bottle, soup can, bag of rice, does not matter, okay? And then it can be helpful just to have a little oximeter close by as well, okay? And that's your fingertip reader. All right, let's get right into our breathing pattern, and then we can get all set for exercise today. You're welcome to place just a hand on your belly. And we're going to aim for a 4-second inhale and 6-second exhale today. If that's kind of out of your range, no worries, just adjust to what you need. But this is the goal. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now keep that count going in your head. 4 in, 6 out, and we're just going to start some slow movement, keeping that pattern. So I'm going to ask you just to lift one heel at a time. We are still breathing in 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one in 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can breathe normally. You're probably not going to be able to maintain that really deep, longer breath because we are going to start picking up our movement, okay? So just do your best to steadily breathe in, fill up the belly, right? Breathe from that diaphragm, breathe out through pursed lips. You can continue lifting one heel at a time, or you can advance to lifting the full leg, okay? Do what feels best for you. Take your arms. We're now pushing our arm across. So reaching in front of us and across. That's it. Lifting one heel at a time, push one arm across at a time. Maintain your steady breathing as we go. All right, now keep your arms moving the same. And this time we're gonna have our foot step out. So our foot steps out as our arm reaches across. You'll notice I've got the same sided limbs moving at a time. So my right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. And that's just to challenge the coordination. Good. Okay, we're gonna change to opening our arms instead of pushing across in 3, 2, 1. This time our arm opens one at a time and our foot continues to step forward. Remember to stay up tall in your seated position. That's it. Okay, we're gonna keep the arms moving out to the side. And now we're going to bring our foot across. And this time it's opposite leg and arm moving. Think about your arm is opening to the side and your foot's trying to follow. So the arm opens and the foot tries to follow. That's it. Opens up and it follows. Good work, everybody. Keep up your steady breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. And we're going to change the pattern in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Straighten your one leg. The heel is touching the ground, but the toes are up. And I would like that leg at a distance where you can push your foot down flat onto the ground and then pull your toes up. It's okay if your knee ends up bending a little bit, but I want your leg in such a position that you can press your foot flat to the ground and then pull your foot back up. So it presses down and then pulls up, presses down, pulls up. Has everyone got that? Yeah. Perfect. Maybe you're suspicious at the small movement. Well, take your hands. So as the foot moves, so we're kind of just pressing our foot down on the gas and pulling the foot back up. So you're going to continue that movement and our hands are going to roll over top of one another. There we go. So as we roll our hands on top of one another, we're going to slowly move our arms away from us and then bring them back in. And the whole time your foot is pushing down and pulling back up. And you move your arms towards you and you slowly move them away. And then back in. Feels like we're going fishing. Reel in the fish, everybody. Good. We're going to switch which foot is working in 3, 2, 1. Other foot extends. Arms still do the same movement. And now your other foot is pressing down flat to the ground and then back up. There we go. Great job, everybody. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Those arms might be feeling a little bit tired, especially in the shoulder. Hey, good. Okay, well done, team. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to set up heel to toe. And if you are choosing to stand, be aware this is going to really impact your balance. So have your feet however far apart you need to make it challenging but doable to maintain your balance. Okay. If you're staying seated, we're just pulling the knees in. Our feet are heel to toe. We're up tall. And now I'm going to ask you to swing your arms. So really think about, pretend you're trying to balance a water glass on your head. So we want the head to stay still, the torso to stay still so that water glass does not fall. And we're swinging the arms. Maintain a steady breathing pattern. Keep up your breathing. Good work. 10 more seconds, everybody. Doing fantastic. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to have a rest before we switch sides. So if you need to get into your recovery position, you can. Will help you regain your breath quicker. Yeah, well done, everybody. We've got a couple more seconds to rest, and then we're going to do it again. So hopefully you remember which foot was forward. Might want to try to figure it out now. So try to figure out which foot was forward. Okay, actually, I think that foot was forward. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms. Let's go. Yes, keep up your breathing pattern. Good. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Press those knees together. Pump those arms. That little bit of cardio for you. And by a little bit of cardio, I kind of mean a lot. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. There we go. So rest there, team. Again, if you need that recovery position, please feel free. Continue breathing out through pursed lips. Good work. How's everybody doing? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So. See a lot of thumbs up. That's good. Couple so-sos. If the so-sos are coming more from feeling short of breath, I encourage you to really get into your breathing pattern. You might need to slow it down a bit today. It's allergy season. What's that?
So-so?
What's the what?
What's the so-so?
If you're kind of a little so-so,
Oh.
you're not good, you're not bad, you're kind of in between. There we go. All right. So now, team, what we're going to do is we're going to press one arm up at a time. Okay. And we're going to tap a foot out to the side. Good. So try to keep nice and steady as we go. We do want to get a little bit puffed, challenge the breathing a little bit. Keep up your steady breathing pattern, everybody. Got about 20 seconds left. Good. 10 seconds. Should be feeling a little bit huffing and puffing.
Yeah, puppy.
Good. Do want to challenge the breathing here. Just make sure you can still maintain a full breath. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Remember, if you've kind of just joined us in the last couple of minutes, please don't just jump into it. Start off slower. Give your body a chance to get into the routine and get warmed up. That's going to help you feel not as short of breath. Okay. Good work, team. We're going to do 3 more intervals today before we change gears. So the next interval, what's going to happen here is I'm going to get you to have feet wide apart. If you are choosing to stand, I would like you feet wide apart with knees slightly bent. Okay, and then you're just going to lift one heel at a time. Okay. Be in control of your body. And what your arms are going to do is they're going to push forwards and back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So if you're seated, your feet are apart. You can kind of lift one heel at a time. If you're standing, got the option, you can kind of be in that little bit of a squat. Go to lift one heel. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Maybe you feel more comfortable just shifting your weight side to side. We always find something that's challenging but doable. Safety first. Good. We're in control of all of our movements. Ten more seconds. Maintain your breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Woo! Oi, oi. Challenging, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep, but that's okay. That's what we came here for today. Maybe. I came here today to make you all suffer. No, I showed up to have some fun. This is great. I love seeing you guys twice a week. Okay, our next interval is we're going to kick a leg and touch our knee. You can do this seated or standing. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you can do this seated, or you can do it standing, where you kick and touch. There we go. Good job, team. Halfway there. Do what you can. That's it. Good job, team. Got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. This might be a good time for that recovery position.
Oh,
Great work. Awesome, awesome. So much fun. Good. We're getting ready to get into our final interval for today. And our final interval is just going to be stepping 1, 2, and then switch. So it's a double march. Okay. And I'd like you to either hold your hands at your shoulders or overhead to make it harder. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, you might want to start with your hands up overhead. Your hands are allowed to touch. That's fine. Makes it more challenging for your core. But it can also challenge the breathing a bit more because it's lengthening those respiratory muscles. So don't feel like you have to have your hands up the whole time. Good to challenge yourself, but as needed, you can always transition to a lower position. So remember, it's a double step here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think Zoom is showing most of us having our hands up. That's so fun. Yeah, that's it, team. Keep going. You are almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo. Good work. Good work. Now, some of you do really well with some light movement to help you recover your breath. Please feel free to do that. Some of you need just the recovery position. And remember, when you're feeling puffed or short of breath, if it feels like you can't take those slower, deeper breaths yet, it's okay to pant, but continue to breathe out through pursed lips. Right? Rather than a breathe out through pursed lips. It's magic. All right, we'll give you a little bit longer of a rest. I'm still seeing some heavy breathing. How's everyone feeling? Oh boy. See, I usually ask those questions too, because if you can answer me, I know you're breathing. But if you don't have the air to answer me, I'm a little concerned.
Oh dear, you're funny. Love that
So
sense of humor.
Makes everything better, eh? All right, team, are we feeling good? Not so good? We're kind of in between. Go ahead and give me a hand signal. Couple in betweens. A couple of you looked like you were trying to wave goodbye.
Okay.
All right. We're going to do some strength. And doing strength is great because if we do it slow and steady, it's challenging. It works us hard, but it should not be as challenging on the breathing. So we're really going to get into counting out our timing, our tempo of movement today. And that should really help you maintain your breathing pattern. Okay. So to start, I'm going to ask that you stagger your feet. So one foot goes a little bit further in front than the other. If you want to make this harder, the foot that is underneath you, you can lift up the heel. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
So you can either have feet staggered and both feet on the ground, or you can lift up this heel. That does give you the option to move that foot further back, make it harder. The further back it is, harder it's going to be. Okay. Now from this position, we're going to do a sit to stand. We push off through both feet. And then remember, it's a slow, steady down. Now these are really big muscles that we're working. So feeling more out of breath is normal. It's common. It's expected for this movement. So push through those feet, nice and controlled, and then down, 2, 3. I'll turn and face forward and push through. Remember, you can stay seated. You also have the option of just doing a regular sit to stand. If the staggered feet's a bit too much, but you don't want to do it seated. I always just like to mix it up for all of you. Good, so push through your feet. And then down, 2, 3. And up. Down, 2, 3. And up. It's just 2 more. Down, 2, 3. And this would be the last one. Push up. And down, 2, 3. Okay, have a bit of a rest. Not too long. But you do need your stretchy band now. Okay, with our stretchy band, you're going to put it behind you. So it's going to go around your back, but then you're going to move it down. So it's almost underneath your bum. And that's so as we're going to end up pulling the band forward, and we have it kind of underneath our bum so that the band does not roll up our backs. Because that can be quite uncomfortable. All right. This is what's going to happen. So the band is behind me. I've got my hands facing forward. One at a time, I'm going to pull my hand up just to where it'll go. Now, really important here. If you don't understand the exercise, just do a bicep curl. Because what's really important here is that you do not feel like you are straining or struggling to do the movement. We only pull the hand far enough up that we feel tension, no pain, and then we slowly lower down. Okay, and then we switch hands. So we pull the arm straight forwards, just to where it wants to stop, and back down. So pull forwards, hold, 2, 3, back down. Then the other side, so you pull your palms facing up, back, 2, 3. We slowly pull forward, even if it's just a tiny movement. Then you just hold the band there for an extra couple seconds. And back. Pull, arm forward, hold. 2, 3, and back. And pull. 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 Hold. 2, 3, back. And last one, pull. Hold. 2, 3, and back. Good. You're welcome to leave the band where it is till we need it next set. Okay. Now I'm going to ask that you grab your weight, and we're going to do some paddling. It's canoe season. So we've got our weight. We're going to hold our weight with both hands. And remember, all of the tension of the movement comes not from the shoulders, it's going to come through our core. So you really want to tighten through your core. Pretend someone's about to slap you on the belly. We tense up. And we're going to move the weight from shoulder, cross the body down to our opposite hip. And again, we tighten the core to pull that weight back up. So we paddle down and up. Paddle down and back up. Even though we're tight through the core, you still must breathe It can feel harder to keep your breathing pattern when we're tensing the core, but it's so, so important to do, guys. Good. Couple more on this side. Up and paddle down. And up, paddle down. 3, 2, and 1. So which sides? And starting at the shoulder, paddle down. Now we're going to squeeze your core to bring it back up. Good. Up at one shoulder, paddle down. Good work, everybody. Couple more paddles here. Tense up that core. Make sure we stick to the breathing pattern. Excellent. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Put the weight to the side. Excellent, excellent job. And then just a quick reminder, guys, if you happen to have any noise on your end, just to put yourselves on mute. And then you're super welcome to ask questions, make comments, okay? Actually, we're not going to use a band for this one. This is the one where you are scooched all the way back in your chair. Then you are going to line your feet up with your chair legs. Okay, so the feet are lined up with the chair legs. Then from here, we're going to pull those heels back against the chair legs. So we're tightening up our hamstring muscle. It's the back, the underside of the thigh. Ready? And we pull. You're pulling your feet back against these chair legs. You should feel those muscles tighten up. And then we relax. Good. And again, pull, hold. 2, 3, rest. 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 And 2 more. Pull, hold. 2, 3, rest. Once more. Pull, hold. 2, 3, rest. Good. Was everyone able to feel their hamstrings in that exercise?
Yep.
Brilliant. Good, good. How fun. Okay, we'll take a brief rest here. If you feel like you need a little bit of movement to get the muscles all sorted out, please feel free. Maybe you feel like you need to just be in your recovery position. We are going to repeat all 4 of those strength exercises, but it's important to make sure you recover. Was there any questions on the exercises we just did, especially before we go into a second round?
Nope.
Nice. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Do you remember the first exercise we did?
I missed the beginning.
Oh, that's okay. We did a sit to stand.
I had a hard time getting on today for some reason.
Oh, yeah, sometimes that can happen. Sometimes Zoom updates or
Yeah.
internet is slow. There's lots of reasons there.
Or you go onto the wrong Zoom class.
Yeah, that can happen too. Oh boy. All right, team, we're gonna pull a foot. Again, pull a foot underneath you. It can be flat on the ground, or it can be the heel up that will allow you to pull it further underneath. And it's a staggered sit to stand. So you can do it with the heel lifted, or you can do it with foot down. There is a range of ways to do this. Make it challenging but doable. Good. Push through your feet to stand up. Good. Good job, team. Down, 2, 3 with control and up. Down, 2, 3 with control and push. Down, 2, 3 and push. 2 more. Down, 2, 3 and push. Down, 2, 3 and rest. You know, I just realized
You didn't do it the opposite way?
we did not switch feet last round because we had a rest.
That's right.
I did.
So I've got good news, bad news.
Bad news first.
This means we're going to do the rest of our exercises. And then we're going to do another round of sit to stands.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
So we'll kind of have to remember which foot was in front. Most of us tend to stick to the one side first, kind of have that default foot. So if you didn't think about it, do your non-default foot, okay? But first we need our stretchy band. Oh, I left mine by me. The stretchy band is down behind you. We've kind of tucked it underneath the bum.
I thought you were going to say we're going to have to do everything backwards.
I'm sorry.
No, I meant to go back to it after the banded exercise. I just got so eager about paddling. Too excited. All right. Palms face forward. Remember, we grip tight and pull one arm up just to where you feel the tension. We don't want to be straining through the neck. And then back down with control. And then the other arm lifts up. Pause. Back down. Again, if you've got a grumpy shoulder, if you don't quite understand, if you feel straining, you are welcome to do a bicep curl instead. Hold and then back down with control. Pull up just to where you can. Keep your breathing going. Pull and down. Pull and down. Pull and down. Pull and down. 4 more. 4, 3 and down. 2 and down. And 1. Hold and down. Brilliant. Okay. And shake out your arms. Now we've got our weight. And it's paddling time. We're going to hold the weight at one shoulder, paddle down across, and then back up. All right, tighten up through the core. Good. Keep that core tight. Make your core do all the movement. Your shoulders shouldn't feel too tired. Unless you were in the garden this morning. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And down. Core is tight. We're paddling with control. Keep up your breathing, team. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Brilliant. Once again, the weight can go to the side. We're gonna scooch all the way back in our seats. We're gonna line up our feet with the chair legs. And then we're just pulling our heels back, tightening up those hamstrings, those under thigh muscles, and then we relax. So we pull back, hold, 2, 3, rest. If you feel like you are sliding your bum forward, feel free to bend forwards to do this. And I'll just give you a little bit of a leverage advantage to not slide forward. Okay, and then rest. And then pull, hold, 2, 3, rest, 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 2 more, pull, hold, 2, 3, rest, and once more, pull, hold, 2, 3, and rest. Shake it out. Great job, team. That was awesome.
Good exercise.
Yeah, it's a fun one to practice on your own as
Yeah.
well. Gets those hamstrings going. Those hamstrings tend to get short and weak from all the time we spend sitting. That's a really great way to strengthen them while sitting. Now, if you remember, even if you tried really hard to forget, we are going to do another round of sit to stands. And this is where we're trying to stagger. So I know for a fact that I had my left foot forward and my right foot back. So I'm going to swap them out. Okay. And we're going to do 10 together. Let's do it. Ready? Up. 1, down, 2, 3, and up, down, 2, 3, 3, down, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 5, down, 2, 3,
And switch.
6. Well, depends. For you, for those of you that did switch, Yep, switch at the 5. That's right. 7, down to 3, 8, down to 3, 9, down to 3, and 10, down to 3. Rest there.
Only because we wouldn't want one side to be bigger than the other.
That's right. Gotta strengthen both sides. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, team. Now I've got, there's a big question in the box. I'll have a look at that. I'd like you all to put your hands on the tops of your thighs. And I'd like you to lean forward and push down into your thighs. And we're going to slowly lift up the heels and back down. So again, I mean, you can do this from forearms too. That feels easier. But I just want you pushing down into your down onto your thighs and slowly lifting the heels up and down. So this is what we call a seated calf raise. And it actually targets the soleus, and the soleus muscle is a little bit deeper rather than what people think of that big calf muscle. It's just in behind it. And that soleus is your powerhouse. It's really helpful for walking, standing up, good balance muscle. So sometimes it's good to just sit down and isolate and work that soleus muscle. We're going to do 5 more like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Shake out your arms and legs. Feel free to grab a sip of water. I was just going to check what the question in the chat, if it was a global. Oh, nice. So actually, that was we've got a great question about the hamstring exercise that we did, where we pull our feet back. Someone mentioned that, and this might apply to some more of you, that they felt it more in the lower leg than the hamstring. Now that is common. Your calf muscle does cross over the knee. So your big calf muscle helps your hamstring with bending your leg. It doesn't mean that your hamstring wasn't working. You can feel it either because your calf was working harder, either because it's tight or because it's maybe weaker compared to your hamstring. So you end up feeling it more. It's not a bad thing. I guarantee, even though you were feeling it more here, I'd encourage you to put your hand underneath and see if that area tenses up, because then that muscle's still working. But what you can do to help is with a book or block, even your weight, if you kind of put it against the chair leg, so now your foot is a little bit more in front of you, and now pull back against it, and all of you can try it. It does help you feel more in the hamstring rather than the lower leg, your calf. So go ahead and give that a go, and you can let me know how that works for you. But that was a absolutely brilliant question. All right. And please ask another if you've got one. We are going to stretch. So we're going to lift up an elbow, push it back behind us.
Yeah.
Remember to get back into your breathing pattern. Switch arms. Does anyone have any questions?
Does it matter where the elbow sits?
No. Like the elbow you're pulling back
Yeah,
versus if it's like here.
yeah.
Yeah, some people can't quite get it up. That's absolutely
Oh.
okay.
I just broke my arm last year, so I have a little bit of tension there in my arm.
Yeah, so probably good to kind of stretch it out. You never want to stretch to feel super intense.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And rest there. You're going to put the legs apart. We're going to push against them and turn away. What other questions do we have?
I don't know if you see me. I only see you. I don't see anybody else.
Yes, that is that's how we run it.
Oh.
Just because it's a recorded class
Okay.
and we don't have everybody's consent to
Oh, yeah.
show their faces online.
Okay.
Because all these classes do get recorded and posted on the BC Lung website and through their YouTube channel, so you're able to access them anytime.
Yeah.
But it is just me. Get to see
And
just
last
my
week,
face.
like Monday, Friday, I couldn't get on. So I just went to the class that was before that was recorded.
Oh, good.
Are
Yeah,
we-
this class runs Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Do you do the same thing Tuesday and Thursday?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Are we still pushing on the legs? Are we still with
I-
the knees, with the hands?
I was getting
Oh.
nice stretch through that adductor there, but time to move on. Stretch the
Okay.
leg out, reach towards your toes.
Another exercise I was wondering about was with the stretching of the arm and the wrist.
Wondering
About
how
flexing-
to.
No, about doing the flexing of the wrists.
Yeah.
Haven't done that for a while.
Can you give me an example, Wayne?
Arm straight out, lifting your hand as if you're pushing away, but you're pulling back on your fingers to flex the wrist up. And then,
Gotcha.
and then
Yep.
pulling down.
Your wrist stretches.
Yes,
Gotcha. Yeah, we have I have neglected those for sure. For sure. That can be a helpful one to do.
Just
Switch
curious.
legs. Yeah, I kind of get just caught up in a routine. You've noticed I definitely tend to stretch your legs more than I do the upper body. That's a good one. I often try to get you guys in a flat hand position, whether whether we're kind of rocking back and forth or getting your hands on the seat of your chair. That kind of helps open that up. You're more than welcome to add in a wrist stretch. We can do it together as soon as we finish stretching out the hamstrings here. And you can rest there and come up. So the stretch that was being referred to is if you have your arm out in front of you, and then you're going to just gently pull back. So again, this is one where all our stretches you want to feel mild. You never want it to feel like an intense stretch. That can cause some irritation. So especially with the wrist here, be quite gentle as you go back. You do have a lot of capillaries and the nerves that run through there. Maybe you've heard of carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
So if that's super tight, all of a sudden we kind of reef on it, that can cause some nerve irritations. Just be gentle about the stretch here. 3, 2, 1, and then you can point your hands down and then just really gently pull back on the hand there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. So again, stop, don't go any further. And just gently pull those fingers back.
So I just,
5.
carpal tunnel operation, I shouldn't do this?
How long ago?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, switch.
Mhm.
Has the incision healed?
Yep.
Yeah, you can gently do it. I would probably more recommend, were you given some exercises to work on?
No. Not yet.
No,
I
not
see-
yet.
I see the surgeon this week.
Oh, good. Okay, because little things you can work on is like hands on your lap and really gently think about like you pull up one finger at a time,
Right,
and then you can slowly pull up the whole hand.
okay.
Just because you're in a lot more control there than an extended position.
Right.
Feel free to pull the leg up to your shin or all the way up onto your thigh.
About the carpal tunnel, that's mostly just massaging the base of the palm.
No, you actually don't want to do that. You want to get above and below. Carpal tunnel has more to do with the nerve being really irritated as it runs through. There is an actual little tunnel between the carpal bones there. Massaging your hand can help, and massaging your forearm. But you don't want to massage the actual point of where the pain and tingling usually is. But you want to focus on the muscles. Remember, did we get a rolling pin with this? Maybe it wasn't this group. Switch legs. But you can get a rolling pin ball, a hard water ball, and gently roll the muscles here. Gently get them loosened off. And again, all like the different finger exercises, you squeeze, get your hand flat, lift one finger at a time. I call it finger yoga, kind of like what we do with the toes, right? We do our toe exercises, right? But it's doing it with the fingers.
When I had both hands done with the carpal tunnel, it was the massage was mostly just to keep the carpal tendon free. Once it was severed, to release the pressure on
Right.
the. So that's what that was.
Gotcha. Yeah. And they usually show you a pretty specific way to do it.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's often I get very specific in such a global setting because sometimes people hear, oh, you just got to massage it, and they'll just go and really dig into it. But
my
you were
mistake.
probably just gently doing like the circular movement to help
Yes.
it, or side to side to keep the tendon moving.
Exactly, yes.
And
Yeah.
that's
Sorry,
great.
My mistake, yes.
Nope, all good. Just from a global perspective, those of you kind of struggle with kind of some wrist pain or some tingling in the fingers, massaging that forearm can be quite helpful. All right. Feel free to join me in taking a deep breath. Going to breathe in. Slowly breathe out. And then once more, breathe in. And out. All right, shake it out. Thank you so much for joining me today, gang.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
Thank
Jack.
Happy
you.
Tuesday.
Thanks, Jill.
Thanks, Jill.